Well, good morning, folks. Happy Monday. My son set up the camera. He showed me how to use it. I just turned it on, so it's, according to what he said, it's actually recording now. I mean, I'm not that stupid, but I'm technologically inept, as it were. So he showed me how to use it, and I think it's recording, so we're going to go with it. So glad to have you here on a Monday. I'm drinking apple juice, and if you hear me reading, don't be concerned. I'm a little groggy from the antibiotics that I'm taking. I've been taking them now 4 days straight, and drinking apple juice, orange juice, and trying to get better. So Lord willing, this will clear up. It's been tough. I've been suffering like you wouldn't believe, and I can't even explain it. I can tell that it's working though, the antibiotics. It's just the energy drain from it. And I'm wearing my teeth, see? And so if my talking is a little bit strange, you'll understand that too. I'm actually trying to wear my teeth now, a little bit more and more and more. I know I said before, and I don't wear my teeth because I'm home, they're uncomfortable, but I put them in anyway. So that's perfect. All right, have a drink of apple juice and we'll get started. So this is basically my first video I did on this camera equipment, which was beautifully donated in the sense of donations from brethren. And I sure appreciate it. So we'll get better video quality and better audio quality, and we'll soup it up a bit. Thanks to my boy. He actually set it up, and that's nice. Okay, so I'm going to continue with this article that I was reading. And this part of it is peace through the cross. Enmity has come in through the entrance of death and sin. All of mankind, without exception, are estranged from God. All of mankind. That means all of us were estranged originally. All of us, even members of the body of Christ. We didn't know until we were called by God. It is more than likely that this discord has affected the whole creation in varying degrees. To make peace between God and his unfriendly creatures is the greatest of all achievements. In this world of strife and contention, the role of the peacemaker is a difficult and discouraging one. For the most trivial causes, enmity arises between man and man, section and section, country and country. Not long since, a large part of the world was involved in a bloody war, and no stable peace has resulted from all of the strenuous endeavors to put an end to war. We talk of peace, yet there is unrest and misunderstanding almost everywhere, and the din of arms has never fully ceased. By pride comes contention. Notwithstanding the shameful record of mankind, since the dawn of history, men are proud of what they are, and what they have accomplished, and what they possess. Evil has been given them to humble them. That's in the book of Ecclesiastes. They fail often and suffer much. The world is getting worse in almost every way, except material comfort. Exactly. Man's inhumanity to man cries to high heaven for redress, and man's offensive attitude to the deity is unpardonable, and yet man is haughty and stubborn and implacable. He refuses the overtures of peace which come to him in the evangel, and is hastening on to the era of God's indignation, when his doings will be destroyed, his power broken, and his pride leveled with the dust. But even after 1,000 years of peace, his heart remains the same. Satan, loosed out of his jail, will find the same enmity, the same readiness to rise against God and his people as before. The experience of good does not bring permanent peace. It is through evil that peace must come, through Christ himself, the Prince of Peace. He has ruled man for a millennium. Satan, the adversary, has done this and continues until the end of this 7-year trial period. Then he is cast out of the celestial realm. Then there's 1,000 years without Satan influencing mankind. But their hearts are still the same. Because when he comes out of his prison, he easily takes on everybody. Oh boy, influence crazy after that, after the 1,000 years. So there you go. He does not make peace by his power or by his glorious government. Peace comes to the nations in this way in the eons of the eons. But heart peace with God comes only through his suffering and shameful, ignominious death. The cross, the inglorious, the disgraceful, the infamous, the outrageous stake, the most disreputable death that man can devise, where weakness and shame combine to dishonor the high and holy Son of God. Here's where peace was made for all who are estranged, where the world was conciliated to God. With this as a basis, the Son will reconcile all God's enemies with him, when the eons have run their course. In the cross, we see the utter worthlessness of man, as well as the supreme exhibition of the love of God. Reconciliation is effected by the revelation of God's love, in the deepest display of human hate. The cross, like a lightning flash, reveals the heart of man. He who hung upon it was the touchstone by which all things may be tested. When he appeared among his people, humanity manifested itself as it really is. He should have been welcomed and honored and adored. By the condemnation of the only one who deserved to live, mankind has condemned itself and sealed its own death warrant. By the shameful crucifixion of the Lord of glory, men made it manifest that they, not he, deserved the death detestable. Oh, that we all may learn what we really are in the light of the cross. This will burn out all our pride and prepare the way for peace. And thus it is that reconciliation comes. The cross will abase all into the dust and humble their hearts before the deity and prepare them for the revelation of his love. But if the cross only revealed what is in man, it could not reconcile the race, but would rather destroy it. Thanks be to God that it also reveals what is in God. It is the fullest revelation of his love. In it, he seemed to side with man, instead of rescuing his beloved from their hate. He sends fire from above into his bones. He makes him to be sin, totally sin. That's what God did with Christ. He made him sin, who knew no sin. He forsakes him instead of the ones who deserve his displeasure. The divine alchemy, which transforms the victim of human hate into the sacrifice for their sins, is almost too wonderful for human apprehension. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow on the blood of his cross, the blood of the cross. Same article. I'm still continuing with this article here, The Unsearchable Riches. This little magazine, I'm going through the whole thing. And I might have gone through it before, like I said, in the Unsearchable Riches volumes, but I'm continuing on this whole one in this little booklet right here. So, I love you all. Have a wonderful Monday, and I hope this turns out beautiful. Grace and peace.